This is the podcast where you get to ask any questions you want about acupuncture, Asian medicine, herbal medicine, spiritual medicine, nutrition, superfoods, and your health. If love is the answer, what is your question? Ask Dr. Love podcast is heard daily on Spotify, iTunes, Radio Play, iHeartRadio, every podcast platform you can think of. We are there. So if you're listening to IG, Facebook, or YouTube, you can type your questions into the comments and I will be happy to answer any and all of your questions. Today's question is, what is the best way to end addiction? I'm addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to wine and alcohol. I'm addicted to caffeine. I'm addicted to cigarettes. I'm addicted to shopping. I'm addicted to gambling. I'm addicted to food. I'm addicted to sex. I'm addicted to shoes.
I'm addicted to buying more pets.
Oh, I'm a collector. I got aromatherapy. I got art. I got pets. I got amphibians and reptiles. I collect snakes. I got 50 snakes. I'm addicted. And then there's the guy with the Komodo dragon lizard that sleeps on his chest. Okay, let's not get carried away. All right, how do you end addiction? Well, I started off at Lincoln Hospital in the Bronx, 1980, treating drug addicts, heroin addicts with ear acupuncture. And then I pioneered ear magnets. And then I pioneered auricular electrostim. And I went all over the world treating drug addicts for everything. You name it, I treated it. But what is the support system for ending addictions? And I want to give a shout out to my best friend, Mark Becker, who was very instrumental at Lincoln Hospital in coming up with the herbal formula to help the drug addicts sleep, called Sleepy Time Tea. And I didn't know Mark at that time, but I knew when the herbs got delivered. So what's the one way we can? What's the one way? There's not one way. There's 5 ways we can end addictions. And they're all secrets. Why are they secrets? They're secrets because you don't know about them. Number 1 is we super saturate the bloodstream with nutrients. That's the number 1 secret. And how do we super saturate the bloodstream with nutrients? We juice. And how often do we juice? We juice twice a day. Celery, carrot, ginger, beet, and turmeric. Now, ginger and turmeric are cousins. Carrots and beets are sweet, but celery erases the plaque on the blood vessels. So that combination, celery, carrots, beets, ginger, and turmeric, twice a day will help you control your addiction. Now,
Ginger.
Qigong we've already spoken about, but I'm going to go into a little more detail in what is Qigong. This is a tea light. This is a tea light holder. There's a tea light inside. There's a tea light holder. And so what we do is we do daily Teacup Qigong. Now, I use Chinese teacups. This is glass. This is heavy. You don't want to drop this on the floor and break it. But for my graduates, we actually put these candles on fire, and they have to dance around in the dark without spilling hot wax on them. Okay, so you're going to learn these Teacup exercises at Boost Your Immune Qigong every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m., where I'm going to teach you how to do this. And this develops eye-hand coordination. It develops left and right brain coordination. And it develops neuroplasticity, which it creates new neural pathways in your brain. And that is the thing that helps to end the addiction. Now, there is a particular Qigong exercise number 5. Katniss, do you remember exercise number 5? Not a clue. Okay. So that's the one for the triple heater and the pericardium. And in this one, we pretend that we're holding a 3-pound doll. And then we push the man, protect the baby. Push the man, protect the baby. And then push the man, protect the baby. So we're going to learn that exercise starting next week. So if you sign up to loveqigong.com, you'll join the morning Boost Your Immune System. And you will also learn that exercise as well as the Teacup Qigong. Okay? The fourth secret that we use for ending all addictions is a psychopressure acu-tapping method. Now, some of you may have heard of EFT, taught by Gary Craig, but I modified his program with his permission. And he says, I don't care what you call it, as long as you do it every day. So I call it acu-tapping. The main difference is I use 3 fingers instead of 2 fingers, and I cross over to the other side. So even though I have this addiction, I completely and fully accept myself. Even though I have this addiction, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this addiction, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this addiction, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I fully and completely accept myself. And then we do another little sequence where we do pressure and we use our eyes, up, right, down, left, down, right, circle once right, circle once left, and then we hum a phrase of our favorite song. And then we repeat the sequence using the other hand, the opposite hand on the opposite side. So that is what is acu-tapping. And yes, that is a secret for treating addictions. And the last method is called the insight method, where we do walking meditation. So if you can imagine, you're holding the radius of a circle, a 3-dimensional circle, and you can literally pick up your ball of chi and move it while you are walking. And I wish we could actually demonstrate what walking meditation looks like, but it's not really that critical, because once you join the Boost Your Immune System online class, you're going to learn walking meditation. So thank you, Katniss, for demonstrating for us. But I keep forgetting this is a podcast. You really can't see me. This is more of an audio format. It's just our YouTube and IG people, they get to see me. But for everybody else, it's just audio. So it doesn't matter if you see me doing the walking meditation. So those are the 5 secrets to ending addictions. And the one most important secret of all is your intention. I cannot stop you from smoking unless you're willing to commit to it. I cannot stop you from eating sugar or drinking wine unless you are committed to seeing it through. And the acupuncture, the ear acupuncture, and the electrostim acupuncture is to calm the nervous system that has to do with withdrawal symptoms. Because when you stop drinking coffee, you get the jitters. When you stop smoking cigarettes, you get the jitters. When you stop doing heroin, you can't sleep at night. So that's where the acupuncture, the electro acupuncture, comes into play. So between the electroacupuncture and the herbs, that calms and relaxes the nervous system. That's not a secret. The secret is in specific Qigong exercises and the juicing, which supersaturates the bloodstream with nutrients that goes to the brain. So the brain doesn't say, oh, where's the nicotine? Where's the caffeine? Where's the alcohol? I need it. I need it. By supersaturating the bloodstream with nutrients, that completely calms the brain down. So there you have it, folks. Those are the 5 secrets. Anyone that you know that's addicted to anything, put them on Love Chinese Medicine page. Have them make an appointment. You can't help people that don't want to be helped. You can only help those who ask for your help. I spent 10 years of my life being a rescuer. It didn't work. The person that I rescued ended up being my prosecutor, began accusing me of all kinds of stuff because I went out of my way to help them. So now I wait patiently for people to ask for my help. So if you've got cancer, diabetes, heart disease, recovering from a stroke, those are all ways that I can help you. And now the office is back open again. So if you want to see me in person, I'm in downtown Delray off of Pineapple Grove. So you can call and make an appointment to see me in person, or you can still use the telemedicine online consultation. So we have a question.
Yeah, my question is, since you recommended the juicing, and I think that's perfect because it helped me with certain things that I was giving up, like
You had a
coffee,
meat addiction and a caffeine addiction,
chicken and cheese.
and chicken and cheese, and the juice helped you.
The juice actually replaced my empty
Cravings.
And I felt personally, for me, within 10 to 15 days, I felt better.
Within 10 to 15 days of drinking the juice, it helped you deal with the symptoms of caffeine withdrawal, meat withdrawal,
and
dairy withdrawal.
Caffeine, dairy, and meat. Yeah.
That's great.
So is that the average?
Is 10 to 15 days the average?
Can everyone expect something similar?
I never counted the days because to me, one day just blurs into another day. When you all told me this morning it's Friday, I'm like, yeah, I thought it was Monday. I have no concept of time. I'm just floating through space, emanating light healing energy. Next question.
In your professional opinion, I've experienced this, but what is your professional opinion in regards to replacing a bad habit with a good habit?
What is my professional opinion in replacing a
bad habit
with a bad habit? Absolutely, that's the only way it's going to work. You have to replace a bad habit with a good habit. Absolutely. So if you want to quit smoking, you have to do breathing exercises. If you're addicted to sugar, then we flip you to fruit, to watermelon and strawberries. Okay. If you're addicted to smoking, we get you to, I already said breathing exercises. So I've got a whole list of things that you replace with the thing that you're addicted to.
Anxiety, moving, meditation.
Anxiety would be definitely moving meditation. Depression would be the open your heart qigong. Anger would be the liver dance. Worry would be the spleen two-step. Fear and anxiety would be the kidney flow. Yeah. So we've got a whole prescription pad of qigong exercises, of herbs, and particularly foods and visualizations that you can use to substitute the thing that you're addicted to. Okay.
Any other questions, Eddie?
So, so people are like, yeah, I can do it, but for some reason my mind just always gets me back to where I was before.
Okay.
Like, what is the mental, I would say, what is the mental shift one has to make to break an addiction?
Okay. It has to be a commitment on your part. You have to have a commitment to an ideal. Until you're ready, you're not ready. Okay? If you're still drinking after 10 years, you haven't hit bottom yet. If you're still a heroin addict after 3 years, you haven't hit bottom yet. You got to go all the way down to the bottom. And then you're like, that's it. I'm going to die. Now I'm going to change. So only when you are ready, because like I said, I can't make you quit smoking. I can't make you lose weight. That's got to be something that you want to do, and you have to be committed to it. But what actually helps is the electro stim that I put on the ears that completely zero balances the antsy feeling that says, I gotta. And then we look at how your behavior affects the people that you care about. Because it's not what you do to you that's harmful, it's how what you do to you hurts other people. That is the main issue. Question.
In regards to, can you talk a little bit about emotions? Because I know that most people that suffer from addiction, when they have certain emotions like pain, anger that they deal with, they want to run back to that particular substance or that particular activity, even if it's shopping or smoking.
Absolutely. Taking drugs is a way of avoiding the pain of your life. So whatever your childhood trauma is, whatever your adult trauma is, whatever your health trauma is, that's why you take the drugs in the first place. So addiction is actually avoidance. I don't want to deal with my life. So until your life gets so painful that you're ready to say enough, I'd rather do something different than to keep stuffing that pain. Because when the drugs wear off, guess what? Your life is still there in your face telling you that you're less than and you don't deserve. And until you can tell yourself, I am better than and I do deserve, then you're never going to get out of that hole.
And I choose.
And I choose.
And I'm burning the bridge.
And I'm burning the bridge. Okay.
Only
Sounds like somebody took a course, landmark, or forum.
And of course, your work is amazing. I'm testimony of that.
We have a testimony that my work is amazing because you had several addictions.
Hey, coffee is
coffee,
real.
chicken, corn, and cheese.
Yeah.
You got rid of all of those addictions. So the issue for me is to be able to help you. Now, we all know about those expensive $10,000 a month rehab places. We all know about the hospital rehab. And we all know about the outpatient rehabs don't really work. So having worked in several drug addiction facilities, from New York to Miami to Boynton Beach to Boca, having worked in multiple Fort Lauderdale, uh, multiple drug addiction facilities, I know what does work and I know what doesn't work. If 12-step works for you, great. It doesn't work for everybody. So if you're the person that falls between the cracks, you don't have 10 grand a month, the outpatient thing is not going to work, and you want something that does work, then auricular acupuncture is the doorway, followed by the Qigong, followed by the juicing, followed by the acu-tapping, okay, and meditation. So these things work. I know they work because I've been using them for 42 years.
So would you agree that the secret is to actually one make that choice, stick to that choice, and then just continuously form a habit that will replace the other habit? Because the habit that we are trying to get rid of, we were doing it every day. So we have to do something.
Oh, that's a very good point. What she said was the bad habit, you were doing it every day. So if you want to replace it with a good habit, you also have to do that every day, but it's got to be your choice. Okay. The choosing the good habit is not an addiction. It's a daily choice. When you wake up in that morning, am I going to go to the beach and jump in the cold ocean and swim no matter what the weather? Or I'm going to wait till it's 80 degrees. I'm going to wait till it's not windy. I'm going to wait. And you're never going to develop a good habit by waiting. So that's what you have to do. I'm reminded of Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he first started out, I was a big fan. And he wrote in the magazine that when he was 16 years old, he made a commitment to his training partner. If they had a cough, if they had a cold, if they had a fever, if they cut their finger, if they hurt their knee, they were still going to go to the gym 6 days a week, no matter what. No matter what, snowstorm, blizzard, blinding rain, they were going to go to the gym every day. That was the commitment they made to each other. And that's ahead because Arnold was the first 7-time world champion bodybuilder.
It was his lifestyle.
And I can't claim that I was a bodybuilder, but I was a gym rat. I was in the gym every day trying to look like Arnold. Didn't work out for me, but I got strong as heaven. And I'm still strong. So you got to make a commitment to yourself. That's all I can tell you. You make the commitment to you, and I'm your coach and your cheerleader and your biggest fan in helping you get rid of your addictions. Some people can't get up in the morning. Every time I say, oh, I have a 7:30 class, oh, I can't get up. Oh, I stay up late. Hey, that's an addiction. That's a choice. So if you want to suffer, suffering is a choice. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. So do we have one last question? Wow, I'm getting really good. No questions. I'm dropping the pearls today.
So I said it just signed up.
They just signed up at Qigong.com? All right.
Congratulations.
And my neighbor signed up this morning.
That's awesome.
She saw Freebie Friday and she signed up. So people are still here. People are wanting to get healthy, wanting to get mentally healthy, wanting to get emotionally healthy, and more important, wanting to get spiritually evolved. How do you evolve your spirit? Well, that's going to be the title and subject of another podcast.
Whatever you do, Don't give up on yourself.
Do you agree that addiction is a disease?
Do I agree that addiction is a dis-ease? Let me see. No, addiction's not a disease. What's a disease? Is it an infection? Is it cancer? Is it diabetes? No, addiction is not a disease. Addiction is the inability to avoid the pain in your life because you weren't given the tools. You didn't have support from your family, from whoever your caretakers were. That's what it is. It's not a disease. It's an inability to take control of your life. And that may or may not have anything to do with you. It could just be situation and circumstance.
Good question.
If it was a disease, how come people decide to quit on their own with no help? I quit smoking cigarettes. No help. I quit snorting cocaine. No help. I just said, not for me anymore. I'm done. I quit drinking for the same reason. So all my addictions, I quit on my own. If it was a disease, I would have been helpless. So you can give it up. You can give it to God. You can say, oh God, please help me. God will help you. If you ask for help, you will get help. And you can admit that you're powerless, or you could choose to be powerful.
It's a choice.
It's all in what you choose. Human beings are addictive by nature. We are addicts by nature. And we're habit forming by nature. But when you decide I'm going to change the habit and you replace it with a good habit, it will change your life. When you choose Qigong, Qigong will change your life. And that's no joke. So, Mr. Motivator, no more questions?
That's what they were trying to prove with Pavlov, with the Pavlov.
Pavlov's dogs, yeah.
Do you know about the basal ganglia and its effects on your habits?
Do I know about the basal ganglion and its effects on your habits? I think it's the other way around. I think it's your habits have the effect on the basal ganglion.
Right.
So several years ago, I wish I could remember, there were people with chronic back pain, and some brilliant doctor decided to inject cocaine hydrochloride into the basal ganglion, and the pain went away. There was no change in the physiology except the numbing of the pain from the cocaine hydrochloride, which is a prescriptive drug, not a street drug. Now, how often do you have to go? Well, 3 times a week, 2 times a week, once a week. Eventually, the pain goes away completely. Now, I've had several patients that had that treatment concurrently to coming to me for other issues. And in all instances, it was the emotional stress that they chose to carry that was causing the basal ganglion to seize up. And when the cocaine allowed the basal ganglion, then they could let go of their feelings about the stress. So I hope that answers your question.
All right.
Okay. We are done. And again, anybody who's suffering from addiction to anything, please contact me. I'll be able to help you. But don't try to help other people that didn't ask for your health. So, as always, your health is in your hands. And prevention is the only cure. And if you want to be well, you've got to Qigong well. Until tomorrow, until Monday, I'm Dr. George Xavier Love for the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy. And the clinic is open.
Somebody said peace to the whole tribe.
Peace to the whole tribe, to the Blue Dragon tribe.
Peace and love.
And anybody who wants to lose weight from the quarantine,